Well, here's a quick how-to on how to replace the head gaskets on a Polaris Liberty, at least the O-ring type. I know 2000, like 1998, 99 I've rebuilt, 2003, 2004, this is an 04. They pretty much all have the O-ring type setup. Now, what I was noticing is that my coolant was constantly needing to be added to, and there was an awful lot of white smoke coming out of the sled, and I couldn't find a leak anywhere. So it was pretty obvious that the coolant was leaking into the engine and being burnt. So all that white smoke is essentially steam. Now, to solve this problem, I assumed it was one of the two O-rings on one cylinder. Ironically, the machine also too, after running for a while, it would get gurgly and spit and sputter on one side, but the other side was fine. Once you got up and moving and, you know, kept a steady throttle, things would kind of burn out and run okay, but there was definitely something going on. Obviously, with a problem like this, if you're not careful, you can overheat pretty quick, and I concluded that this machine was getting about 30 miles before it would start to get airlocks in the system and overheat. So it's actually quite simple to replace these O-rings. You pull out your head bolts, pull out your thermostat housing. That would be, I believe it's 10mm and 13mm for your heads. Just get everything apart, pull your thermostat out so you don't lose it, and that would be maybe this guy right here. So you don't want to lose that. You know, you're got your head bolts and your two little 10mm, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So I pulled off the head. Sure, I lost some coolant. There's a little catch pan underneath the sled. The coolant tends to leak out right about here. And then, of course, you want to get everything nice and clean and dry. So what I do is I like to just stuff some shop towels down into the lowest water ports, and due to capillary, is that how it is? Action, it will just soak up enough fluid that you can get things dried out up on top, and then you can get towards putting in your brand new O-rings, and then get everything torqued back together. And I'll get to that in a little bit, but now it's time to shut off the video, clean up the heads, and get ready to put the new O-rings in and put everything back together.